This review is on the BabyView 20 baby monitor, as you can see right here, with the screen and the camera. We're going to go over some of the details of this baby monitor and see if maybe this is the right one for you. Okay, one of the first things you're going to notice about the BabyView 20 is actually the mounting unit that you have right here. It comes both with a mount and it comes with a little pedestal that you can put it on for rotation. The mount's very nice because you give you the option to place the camera in a variety of angles and different directions, and it allows it to be firmly and securely placed. So you don't have to try to rig a way to get it fastened to the crib or to a shelf. So that's actually a very nice feature. Another thing that's pretty nice about the BabyView 20 is that from the hand unit you can actually turn on lullabies. So here you have Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So again, kind of a nice feature about the camera is that from the handheld unit you can actually play lullabies. So that might be a nice feature for your baby if they like lullabies, and I guess probably most of them do. Okay, another thing that comes with the BabyView 20 is a night light, as you can see here on top, and this is actually operated from a push button. So just gives you a little light, not enough to enlighten an entire room, but it's kind of a soothing little glow. So you know, in a dark room that might come in handy. Okay, the next thing is that the camera actually has night vision on it, so which is good in terms of it being a camera, and you're usually going to probably use this at night, so the ability to see the baby when he or she is sleeping is a nice feature, of course, and it does real well. So again, night vision, lullabies, and a night light that you can control manually, and a very good mounting bracket. So that's the rundown on the camera. Okay, the monitor itself, some people have complained that it's not very crisp. I don't find that to be an issue at all, really. It's definitely crisp enough, and it's pretty good, in fact, to me. The sound on the monitor is pretty good as well. I mean, you know, this is not an intercom system. It's a baby monitor, so you can hear what's going on. It'll wake you up at night if there's any chatter, so that's good. One of the features here on the side is voice-activated control. Now, it appears that this doesn't work with you know, the lullabies, which would make sense, but if your baby wakes up or starts crying in the middle of the night, the handheld unit would be on sleep, and it would come up and wake you up at that point. So it's kind of a nice option so that you don't have to have the display unit on at all times, so you can use this voice-activated control. Another feature on the side here is that you can darken or brighten the screen on the baby monitor. So if you do want it on during the night, you maybe turn it down, dim it a little bit so it doesn't light up your whole room. Okay, here on the side you can see that the monitor works with the AC adapter, but it also has lithium-ion batteries in it, so that you can use it remotely, like I have right now, and have it on without being maybe confined to the wall outlet. So again, lithium-ion batteries is pretty nice. Okay, a couple more notes here about the BabyView 20 by Levana. One, some people might be looking for a unit that has an AV output that allows you to hook it into your television set. I'll be honest, I have used other units that have an AV out, and what I find is we just never use it. There really is never a need for me to hook up the baby monitor to a larger television set. So while you might consider it a must feature, really kind of consider it and see if this is something you really have to have. The other issue, and I hesitate to mention it because other reviewers have not had this problem, but I have a bit of an issue with range. I find that if I'm in the corner of the first story, sometimes I get a kind of an out of range signal from the unit. Since no other reviewers have really had this problem, I think it has something to do with something in my house, whether it's a cell phone, the cordless phones we use, or maybe even our wireless network. Something within our home doesn't quite mesh perfectly with it. Don't really know if it's that big of a negative, so I wouldn't judge it strictly on that, but it is something you want to keep in mind in terms of range and making sure that it really does work in your house. I imagine if you're on a one-story home, especially, you're not going to have any problems with this at all, but something to keep in mind. Okay, the final verdict on the BabyView 20 by Levana. I'm actually going to give it 4 stars. I really like the ability to mount the camera onto a shelf, and then you can actually go in and swivel 360 degrees and adjust up and down. So you can really angle the camera precisely where you want it to go. So that's a major plus for me. I like the lullabies that come with it. The light is it's a nice feature. I don't think it's necessarily something that's critical. So there's a lot of great things here to like. The picture colors aren't especially true, but at the end of the day, I don't know if that really matters. You're looking to see if your baby's safe and or awake, and you know, making sure that the green is ultra crisp on the shirt might not be as big of an issue. So from a feature standpoint, it's pretty rich. I am having a bit of an issue with the range on the unit, but again, I think it's probably more likely something that's in my own home. So not going to take anything off of that, but this is definitely the BabyView 20 by Levana. I think it's definitely something that worth considering for your nursery. 4 stars.